Yu-Gi-Oh! And reboots. I always hear people going, oh my god, we need to slow down the game. No. Games progress. Games evolve. Just because it's not 2006, you can't play LB format anymore. Game's not simplistic, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about longevity, investments crashing, and the invalidity? Anyway, the way that we can't do a reboot. So if you're like, oh my god, this was inspired by a comment, by the way, on a video. So make sure you guys smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more excellent content. And Sleepy Robbie's going to take this bad boy away. Alright, so a full rant here. So somebody made a comment the other day. I had the entire box of crayons in my hand. And they were like, I think Konami should give the rights of Yu-Gi-Oh! To Bushiroad because Bushiroad knows how to reboot a game. Now, a little background to that. Bushiroad has rebooted Vanguard twice now in an effort to obviously fix the problems. They have 3 formats right now. But clearly they know what they're doing, says this person. That is not the case whatsoever. That is the dumbest crap I've ever read in my life, alright? Bushiroad should never touch Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, with that being said though, does Yu-Gi-Oh! Need a reboot? Absolutely not. Well, people are like, well, the game's too fast now, right? I don't like a game where I have the game determined by opening hand. This is not what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about. This is dumb, alright? I'm sorry that the game's evolved, alright? I'm sorry. It's the way it's gone. It's power aggression. It's power creep, alright? Oh, and you want to reboot the game and go screw over the collector's market? Oh, huh. So, interesting little fun factoid for you guys here. There's a little something called collecting. I don't know if you guys are fully aware of this. Alright? Things like this that players love and collect, spend money building their collection behind a brand. You know, that thing? Yu-Gi-Oh! Means something to players. But no, people want to reboot the game. Now, I get it. Alright? It's not LOB format. It's not GOAT format. Oh, I agree with you. Alright? I understand that the game has evolved and players might not like this. And this is the part that perplexes me, alright? So, you got everybody reeing at Konami for years now. Literal years. That they want GOAT format to be a recognized format by Konami. Now let's pull a page out of Magic the Gathering's book here for a second, alright? So, if we're not going to reboot the game, we can compromise, right? Right, you would think that. So, let's just pull a page from Magic. You know, we have all of these other formats and stuff that they introduced, but the one thing that Magic does with these older formats is they're like formats they constantly add on to. So, like, the problem with wanting to recognize GOAT as a format is it's only a set block of cards. It's not like an evolving format like every Magic the Gathering format. So, while I could potentially see Konami recognizing the want or need for other formats, it would be very interesting for them to accept a closed-minded window of a non-evolving window. It's kind of weird things, but to a degree, I could see Konami actually supporting GOAT, but it's not revered in the same evolution style of things. I feel like it'd be like a once-a-year style thing. And yes, players would be happy, but that's the first piece of our little compromise here, right? Like I said, the market literally will not allow Konami to reboot the game because of how much impact or brand that is behind it right now. Look at Rush Duels for an example here, right? Has the words Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel on it, alright? And you're like, it says Yu-Gi-Oh! On it. That means something right there. That's the impact of the brand right there. Now, obviously, Rush Duels aren't the greatest. Speed Duels aren't the greatest either. But at the end of the day, you look at this, and because it says Yu-Gi-Oh!, well, players are genuinely intrigued with this. Now imagine, we go, alright, we're going to do a reboot. We're going to call it Yu-Gi-Oh! 2. It's bigger, it's better, it's greater. You amputate one of the things that makes Yu-Gi-Oh! So good by doing a reboot, and I don't think a lot of players really understand this or get this, because they're always like, yeah, turn back the clock. And it's like, when you do a reboot, you amputate all of the cards that are available in the pool. The thing that's made Yu-Gi-Oh! Really withstand the test of time is that vast card pool that you have in front of you. The fact that you can pull from over 10,000 different cards from 25 years, man, and you can build your strategies based on this. Now the issue with this, with a reboot, you amputate all of that. You lose it all. You take away one of the things that makes this game as good as it is, and it's the vast resource pool that you can pull everywhere. All of this, it's all available to you. A reboot means a fresh start, and players, I understand that after seeing power creep after power creep after power creep, a reboot looks good. Like, you got the little nostalgia goggles on, but you don't understand that, like, having to redo and restart an entire game, restart with basic mechanics each and every time, figure out how we want to fix our previous problems, at least at the helm of what we're dealing with right now on the giant cruise ship. That's the 25 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! We see our issues. We adapt through our issues at this point in time. The game is constantly evolving. So, what can we take from this? If Konami, I think, would recognize some of these older formats, not for particularly crazy amounts of time, like run a goat event, Konami, once a year. Be like, all right, we've heard your cries. All right, players want a Go format. All right, we'll have a special big tournament time. Oh, you guys want something cool for a price? You guys want a price card metamorphosis? You guys want, almost said Exarion, the biggest controversy of all time. You guys want like a BLS, something commemorative for the event. We can do that for you guys, all right? We can make it a nice little event, and it would be grand, all right? And then, 1/4 of the nostalgia people would be like, oh my God, Konami, thank you. All right, other people that love other formats, maybe Edison. I think Go would be the main one. But you would look at the style event. That'd be a good compromise. All right, I think we got that compromise there. Now, for the infinite power scaling that's happening in the game, got to release new cards. All right, at this point in time, waifus sell everything. I don't know if you guys have realized this as of late, but the amount of waifus that exist in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! As opposed to you guys remember Nudori and my boy Dark, what was it? His little friend. Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to look like way darker than it was. Now it's like, yeah, waifus, yeah. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh's evolved with the times. Like, that's probably the coolest thing about the game as well. Not only do you have access to the whole 10,000 cards, like, culturally, like, Pokemon, Magic, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Have all been evolving with the structure of time. So, TLDR for this, hell no, we don't need a reboot, alright? I'm sorry that the game might be too quick for you. We didn't get a new mechanic over the last 2 years, alright? We're happy, alright? Link summoning was the last thing we had to deal with, alright? You didn't have to worry about red cards, blue-green cards. Oh, do ritual pendulums exist? I don't think they do. Let's not talk about that, all right? So, in terms of where we are right now, we're cruising on this fine line. The learning curve still kind of sucks. I get it. All right, the last Master Rule revision fixed the whole synchro fusion stuff. If you're a pendulum player, sorry, Triff, it's rough out there. But no, we don't need a reboot. All right, the collector's market is so strong. The name Yu-Gi-Oh! Means so much in today's society, and it's crazy, man. So I don't care what the naysayers say. I don't care if you want a reboot, all right? You can continue to go on your reboot spree. I personally think that Konami would compromise a little bit, make GOAT its own thing, let players have their fun with this, then maybe players would be one step closer to being... Imagine if Konami actually had, like... we were supposed to have, like, the whole World's Fest. Imagine if we had a recognized GOAT tournament at that event. Oh my god, the masses would have been nuts. Make sure you guys smash that like button and that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more excellent content. Tell me what you guys think about a Reboot down below. And no, we should never give Booster Road the license for Yu-Gi-Oh! Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.